the fact remains that when you have a democratic system, that people must judge or people must align, people must discuss. The only thing I have discovered is that it's the panic state of the APC government that if you look at their rush conclusion to press statements, rush conclusion to try to want to be dismissive of the coalition because they were beaten to their game in an attempt to try to undermine the coalition leaders from having a united front, they felt it was impossible before, but they have achieved their aim and they are scared of the outcome of what we become. The only mistake the coalition leader will make is to jettison the zoning arrangement, the rotational presidency arrangement you have, the arrangement between the original constitution. People don't understand.
Is there an arrangement on ground right now? And you talk about Peter Obi. I mean, yes, he wants Nigeria to move from a consumer nation to a productive one. But that is if he has his way in 2027 to be on the ballot as the flag bearer. Is that likely to be?
It is likely to be. See, the coalition leaders have a choice before them.
Right.
It will be contested in 2023 without no House of Assembly, no senator, no House of no entrenched political machinery behind him. And you know he scored over 6 million votes. That was recorded for him. What was recorded for him was over 6 million votes. In the South alone, Obi defeated Tinubu by 44.5%. Tinubu got 35.5%. So Obi is leading in the South. In the North, as big as the North, and when people say, oh, Obi can have way into the North, Obi scored 15.2%. While Kwakwaso was scoring about 10%. In the South, Kwakwaso scored 0.46%. So you can't have this kind of, somebody who have this kind of mileage. If you are coming to the coalition today and you say, oh, you don't want to allow the Southern region to unite against what you are going to bring, you bring a Southern candidate.
But it does look from what you are saying that from your team, you've made up your mind that Peter Obi must be the flag bearer. But this is a coalition where we've been told that all contending interests, should sacrifice for the best man to emerge. Are you coming to the table with a clear mind, with an open mind as to this could just go any way? Not necessarily coming your way.
It's not in every coalition and in every political arrangement. There's always a way to settle these issues. Whether you're having a primaries that is open, or you're having a zone primaries, or you are having a consensus pre-primaries, because you need to do something to also defeat the APC. If the essence is to bring good governance to our people, we can't just go every time and try to go to say we go back to the old ways of doing things and we go to primaries at Eagle Square or wherever we go to and start to insult ourselves. So there must be a way that the leaders must know at this time. This is a critical time for Nigeria. This is a critical time for economic decline to be rescued. So the leaders must understand that if you are going to the South, you need to consider who has the momentum. You want to win an election. You are not going in to try.
Is the momentum still there?
You must put your best foot forward.
Is the momentum still there for Mr. Peter Obi?
See, the reason why today those who control our political system before used to manipulate our elections and get to it's because the media was a restricted space. You either be in Lagos and you try to have how many information can go. Today, there's a liberalization of the media space. There's an open space. You can even get your data from the social media. You can get from Twitter, where people have Peter Obi alone followership on Twitter is about 5.2 million. So this is a complete center of information that you can get your data. I'm a political scientist. I won't come here. That's why you see I keep on telling you about figures, about data, about, to be able to put it in proper perspective. What is important for the coalition leaders to know, because you need that momentum, that understanding, because we are going to be contesting against a man from the South, and there's an unwritten arrangement. What people say, oh, why are you saying there's an unwritten arrangement? Yes. Is there an unwritten arrangement to say a vice president, when a president comes from the South, the vice president must come from the North?
Right.
There's not like that. There's no written arrangement like that. It is an unwritten understanding to keep this country one, to make sure we form a formidable united front as a people. And if that united front exists, we should be able to keep it. The only obstacle that would have been, if Peter P is not somebody who sacrifice for the good of his people. He's somebody who sacrificed for his people. And I say, to keep that arrangement alive, to be able to make sure that the understanding between the South and the North remains, that the general understanding remains, he has agreed to do one thing. And in that 4 years, the intention is to set our financial and political system right. That is what the intention is, because what we have today is that people spend public money without accountability, without transparency, without open governance system. Because before going into Jonathan time,
IPAC's Yabagi on the issue of whether Peter Obi will serve one term is saying he's not too sure that the North will even trust, what Peter Obi is saying, that he will only serve one term.
Yagbaji served after me.
Why?
I was IPAC chairman. I'm from the North. I'm from Kogi State. Yagbaji
Right.
can't speak for the entire North. Yagbaji is from Niger. We are both from the North Central. I was IPAC chairman, then he later became after chairman. I was IPAC secretary twice. This is my turf. I've served in this political space. I've practiced in the political space. And for now, we know that this system has changed.
Right.
That is now the electorate that determines the outcome of elections.
Okay.
It is no longer this one you say, oh, I have this governor here that will bring 2 million votes. I have this senator here that will bring 1 million votes. No, the people are now young people who are tech survey, who understand the implication of electing a non-performing person.
Peter, I wish we had all night to analyze these issues, but I have to say thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see what becomes of this coalition eventually.
Okay, let us analyze what Mr. Peter Ameh said in the series of this interview. The first thing he said is that APC is in panic over the opposition coalition, which is this ADC formation. Is it true? Yes, it is true. Because APC themselves also know how they came into power. In 2015, there was no APC. It was before 2015 that different political parties were collapsed. ACN, ANPP, and CPC collapsed into one umbrella, into one party called All Progressive Congress. So that card worked because you are wrestling with a sitting president. You are wrestling with the incumbent president. So it's not going to be an easy battle. So for opposition to muzzle our strength in this 2027 outing, they need to form a coalition. So this coalition is a sure way to confront the ruling party in 2027. Also, Mr. Peter Ameh said that the ADC leadership must get it right if they really want to win 2027 election. And he said that they are to do what? Sustain the rotational presidency. They should obey that unwritten constitution. So his point is clear. I totally agree with him on this. That since it is the southern time to the president, and the South has just done 4 years. This Tinubu is going to be 4 years. So the next 4 years should be a southern person. So they shouldn't make a mistake, That would be a very terrible mistake to zone the party ticket or give the party ticket to the northern counterpart. So to the interest of the Nigerian people and to the interest of winning 2027 election, they have to allow that unwritten constitution of rotational presidency, allowing the power to still be in the South. Also, Mr. Peter Ameh is of the view that ADC must put out their best foot. And how would they know their best candidate? It is not dependent on the political big weight. It's not basing the judgment on the political big weight. But they need to look at someone that enjoy the followership of the Nigerian people. it is only when they bring in such a person who enjoys the fellowship of the Nigerian people that they will see revolutionary votes against the sitting president. So Mr. Peter Ameh is of the opinion that ADC must put out best candidate from the southern Nigeria. That once that is granted, they stand high chance of winning the election. So I would like to know what to think in the comment section. Do you agree with the opinion of Mr. Peter Ameh, or do you have alternative suggestions, alternative idea to this? Please do well to subscribe if this is the first time you are joining my YouTube channel. Thank you.